All right, peeps. Boosted Beard here. You know, this is one that I wish I would have done when I had the headset, but I didn't. We're gonna talk about the Audeze Maxwells and all the butthurt comments. I don't care. I really don't. This one is my new favorite one right here. Anyone who says I'm not, dude, it's all opinion based. Your ears and your brain interpret different than everybody else. I'm not speaking just about audio quality, okay? I'm speaking also about their crappy warranty, how they handle customers, how it's by default design, a poor design, and it breaks constantly for everyone, how it has a high return rate if you look at the numbers because of it, and how it's ridiculously priced for any of those things to be a thing. And it doesn't have simultaneous Bluetooth. The mic is one of the worst in the industries, hands down. The side tone is broken on it. The app is a mess. The drivers are so fragile, you could bully them into breaking. All right, they're not the best sound quality, and people want to go, well, how come every YouTuber I know says they're the best? I'm gonna make this simple and short video. Go and watch every single one of those YouTubers and what they game with, and see if they're wearing their Audeze Maxwells, and then come back here and tell me which ones are. Okay, leave them down in the comments. But this is a joke. If you've owned a bunch of headsets, like, oh, I don't know, the 70 something plus pair that I have, you pay very close attention to these companies and the designs. How this is a thing again with them, and you know what they tell their customers? It's not. We don't know anything about it. This and many other build issues are breaking the same place for people. They are having tons of issues with audio, build quality, the drivers themselves breaking themselves. Okay. You have just, and I know people are like, well, that's only people that complain, but there's, and these are just the Reddit posts. There's so many other places you can find all the posts and YouTube videos of people saying the same exact thing. And then they did a small revision and didn't fix it. So again, you can, audio aside, I don't even care what you think about audio. Audio is subjective. The build quality and the way they handle customers and their warranty makes it not worth it, including the features it does not have. That's where I'm at. This is where I'm at. Okay. If you guys are like, oh, nobody ever, you live under a rock if you've never heard anyone talk bad about these. Both of my sets, they sucked. The audio sucked, man, for $350. My Nova X7s, tuned, and I mean tuned, you have to tune them, were almost as good, if not more clearer, than Audeze. Not as spatial, they weren't as spatial, and they're $140. And all the features on them work. Simultaneous Bluetooth, the microphone's okay. They get loud as hell. The Audeze do not get loud. I don't know what your guys' comparisons are out there, but these do not get loud. These did not get loud. The only redeeming thing about these was the suspension headband. Except again, they weigh 900 freaking pounds for $350. So again, go back to your favorite YouTubers and your favorite reviewers, you know, the big hoity-toity people that, of course, only way they're going to get more headsets sent to them is if they say nice things all the time, or generally nice and don't say anything bad or negative, which is what you're literally told when they send you media kits, by the way. I have hundreds of them. Then yeah. But go back and look and see who's wearing their Audeze every day. and it's not on a shelf, and they constantly refer to it. Oh yeah, this is the best ones I've ever worn, but they're the best things ever. But why are you not wearing them? Why they're not your daily driver? Huh? Exactly. For $350, you can get a better experience all around and not have to deal with their warranty. By the way, when they send you a new pair after fixing their faulty device, doesn't start on the new device. It carries from your original purchase. So when they just send you out another one with a faulty unit and it goes bad and your warranty's over, you're shit out of luck. Also, they have really bad left and right imaging syncing on a ton of them. You can find this stuff for days if you look. And I thought myself, this is crazy. Why is this such a bad experience? I've been waiting to get a pair of these forever. Oh man, why is this such a bad experience? And I'm sitting there with my Turtle Beach Pros, Stealth Pros, my Nova 7s, and to me these are budget headsets compared to the $800, $900,000 ones sitting aside from me, right? And I'm looking at those. I've had the new Logitechs. I've had the new A50Xs. Every version of the new Bear Dynamics on my desk. Okay, wired, wireless. And I'm going, why are these so bad for the price? What is going on here? And so I started scouring like help. I started looking for help on what's going on with them. Why are they so bad? Like, am I doing something wrong? Also, the audio pass-through for wired is immensely terrible. Another issue, another feature that doesn't work right. I should be able to plug my, if there's wireless pass-through on a headset, they should work just the same as they do wired for audio quality, and they don't. They would distort, they wouldn't get very loud. And then with wireless, I continuously had problems with the dongle and the app on PC. Console worked better, but not as good on PC. And it should. And these things break all the time. The ear cups break, it breaks here and it breaks here. And there's like probably over 200-300 cases of it now, where they even revised the driver because they smash because they're so delicate and they get a vibrate in them. And then they made a revision. So what does that tell you? But they won't admit it. They won't tell anybody. You know? I need some pillows, by the way. So here it is. This is it. You guys want to know your answers? That's why they're trash. For $350, you can literally get a pair of Nova 7s, I think right now, for $120, $130. They do more than the Nova 7s and will sound more clear than the Nova 7s, just not or than the Maxwells, just not the best spatial. But again, they're good enough for the price. And at $350, there's a lot of things you could buy that sound better. 1,000% the A50Xs sound better than the Maxwells. 1,000% tuned, they sound way better. Except they don't fit big heads and big ears as well. And you know, you run into some issues with running the dock and the pass-through if you don't have the right TV. There's some complications of that, but I'm not gloating. I'm showing you that I have all this stuff, and I go through headsets and mouse and keyboards and controllers and cameras and capture cards as a consumer and as a gamer every day, and I want the best for my money. They're junk. They're just junk. They're snake oil for $350. They're a $250 headset. If they had a better warranty, if they didn't have design flaws. But otherwise, dude, buy the Turtle Beaches, tune them. Buy the Logitechs, tune them. Buy the. I keep going back to the 707Xs with a pair of Wicked cushions, and you're maybe almost $200 in on them. You can't beat them for an everyday daily driver. They will blow your ears out. They have good enough spatial. They have really crystal clear audio once you tune them, and there's a specific way to do that. Don't use the freaking app. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day because people seem to not know how to tune those. And you can go to the pros if you want the inputs, but it's a waste of money. They sound exactly the same and just have ANC. The ANC wasn't even that good in the Maxwells. Yeah, the Novas don't have them for the price, but then go with the Turtle Beaches. They're coming down in price. They're like $250 now. And everything works on them. Good, by the way. Yeah. I guess sound quality is... Dude, you can compare those to like a million other headsets tuned. And I think that's where people get lost in reviewers. They don't go in and really tune them. Yeah, Joe does, but Joe also does it to his ears and his tuning. Again, where everybody's different subjectively, right? And he can't do every game. Like, what games do you play? If I tune a game for Call of Duty, and then I go tune it for Dark Souls or Gears of War or Diablo, it's going to be different, man. So, I can appreciate the criticism. I can appreciate why people are like, what do you mean? But then what are your examples? Right? What are your examples? I know what mine are. Yours are probably different. Mine are all the way up to $1,200 headsets that, in my opinion, are not worth $1,200. I don't understand why they are. But some of them are. Some of them are. Some are crazy. Some are, you put them on and you feel like you're in a theater when you close your eyes. The Maxwells don't do that. They don't. And if anything, when you turn on the Dolbys and things, it makes games artificial and worse. But in other headsets, they work good. So it's like, you know, it comes down to what you're playing, what you're doing. For the price, subjective sound aside, which I just don't think they get loud enough, first of all. The build quality, the warranty, the fact that nothing really works that well all around. You know, if somebody's like, well, they work great on my Xbox. Okay, well, did you run it through the ringer on your PlayStation, your PC, and your mobile? Because they're supposed to do that. Well, no, I don't know. I don't use it for that. Okay, well, maybe you don't, but other consumers do, and that's a problem if it doesn't work. Right? So think about that. And again, go back. Watch your favorite YouTubers. What are they gaming and streaming on every day? They're wearing their Maxwells? No, they're not. I already know the answer to that. They're not. There it is. That's what's wrong with them. They're not enough for the price. They're not enough. You can spend your money and get a good enough experience for the money that's a lot cheaper than these. If you're looking for just full-on spatial open sound in your games, dude, don't buy those. Get monitors. Or get a high-end headset to plug into your Xbox or PlayStation if you really gotta have that game audio on a console. Which, by the way, console gamers, you're really held back by a bitrate. Just so you know, there's only so much audio those things put out versus PC, which is also what I test. And then when the headsets only do so much in a frequency, I mean, come on. I'm not saying consoles can't put out good audio, they do. But again, for $350, and it claims to work for all these things, you know, Xbox and PC, PlayStation, PC, whatever. And they don't, and the features don't work, or they're lacking features like this one is for $350. There's no way this mic is this bad. The side tone is this bad. The side tone affects the audio quality of the speakers if you tune in too much. That's crazy. That's crazy for $350. But what's crazier is it's all D's, man. So none of this should be a thing. I shouldn't even be having this conversation. Yeah. You like more raw, real consumer I upload stuff every now and then about video games. I probably get back to it one day, and I keep it 1,000. I'm a consumer. I'm a gamer. I don't, man. You know, I don't want you to waste your money. I was so pumped. I was so pumped to get these, and they were such a letdown for the money. All the firmware issues, all the constant updates. You know, what do you want me to say? They're just not worth the money. You can buy better, get a more solid, continuous experience for cheaper. And if you want to spend the same amount of money, there's 1,000 ways you could do it that you're gonna get a better audio experience. Dude, get a decent pair of wired headphones and a DAC. If you really like, people are like, oh, but I need to have it wireless. Well, you're okay, but do you understand that that's really not the audio experience to go with if you need the super immersive? It's really not. It's night and day difference when you go with a good DAC amp and a wired. That will blow your mind. When you get really clean audio and crisp differences in sounds and materials and things, your mind will be blown. The Audeze aren't going to do that. The Maxwells aren't going to do that. There's some Audeze that will do that. They're wired. They're like $2,000-$4,000, but not Maxwells. And there's a reason they're not as loud because of that. Because those drivers will not hold up to that. Oh man, good luck out there. It's hard, you know. It's hard too because you see reviewers and everybody just this, that, and that, and then you get them and you're like, what is this? And if you love them and they're the best thing you've ever heard, good for you. Not for me, not for my money. No, I spent my money on those. That's $400 to get them after taxes. $400. And I could go buy a pair of Novaxes and tune them, and after a week, I don't even care. They're good enough for an all day. If I want to mind blow myself, yeah, there's better headphones I have sitting around. There's also better ones I could buy. But for an all-around use of gaming and console and PC and movies and music, these things, nobody can touch them for the price. People go, yeah, but spend $200 or $300. Yeah, but then you're spending more money. Of course you should get a better experience. That's what I'm saying. For $400 ever shipped, these were not that big of a difference. That was $170 shipped with my Novaxes. So you know what I mean? Like, I can take $230 and do a lot with that. I could do a lot with that. That's PS5 Pro money, man. All right, see you on the next one.